Hey, you know what? I've purchased the new 12.9-inch iPad Air so you don't have to. Let's talk about it. But first the question, which tablet do you use? Please answer below. Hi friends and welcome to Digital Marketing channel. I'm the channel's host Marco and this is your dose of latest Apple news, leaked information, tech rumors and product reviews. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button and don't forget to enable all notifications so you don't miss the next video. This one is sponsored by INIU, a leading innovator in mobile power and charging accessories. Not long ago I featured their 3-in-1 stand and a magnetic wireless charger, as well as their 140 watts fast charge power bank B64 with a huge 27,000 mAh battery capable of delivering juice to up to 3 devices at once while tracking essential information on its smart LED display. Now I got another great INIU product, Mag Pro, a fast 15 watts wireless modular charging system with super strong magnets, intelligent RGB lighting that detects your battery level, and heat control thanks to its 9-fin turbo cooling technology. It's ultra fast, super easy to carry around and modern looking. All INIU products come with 3 years of warranty and their prices are awesome. Check out the link in the description and in a pinned comment. To be honest, when I got the package before opening, I thought someone by mistake sent me an iPad Pro. The box appeared to be so thin until I didn't realize that the rumors are true. Alongside an iPad Air, manuals, and braided USB-C cable, there was no charging brick. Up yours, Europe. As always with Apple products, the unboxing experience was good. I got the space gray version. Some may say it's boring color. Considering that I'm coming from my 2018 11-inch iPad Pro, this thing feels huge, although not as heavy as it may look. Setting it up was an easy process, just following instruction and getting used once again on Touch ID on the iPad, which was a bit uncomfortable since the button seems too thin. So yes, in that moment I realized that I do miss Face ID. Other than that, at the first glance, this is same old iPad, only different casing and size. The design isn't much different either, and it doesn't have to be. It's a great build quality and feels sturdy, yet I wouldn't try to bend it, which no one else does except for YouTubers. Similarly to my old iPad Pro, there are 4 speaker grills, which gives the impression it could be a quad speaker setup, and unfortunately it's not. There are 2 stereo speakers inside and they sound surprisingly well. The display is sufficiently bright. This is, after all familiar LCD display that has been present on mid-range and some high-tier iPads for a while, with maximum brightness of 600 nits. Color reproduction appears flawless, so you can immerse yourself into pleasant multimedia experience when watching videos or listening to music at home. As you can imagine, this is not a kind of display that does well with a strong ambient lighting or outside. What I don't like about it, which at first I thought I wouldn't mind, is the fact that it's 60Hz display, and those speakers don't have a strong bass as the one on my old iPad Pro. Don't get me wrong, none of it is such a big deal, but when you get used to something, you know that is missing. This latest iPad Air arrived with one exciting change, a repositioned forward-facing 12-megapixel shooter which takes a good shots both wide and ultra-wide with center stage support. You will be happy to know that dual mics do sound okay, but nothing really mind-blowing. Testing sound and selfie camera on my new iPad Air. Back-facing camera on the other end is nothing new, and while we can rarely see people taking photos with our tablets in general, the image quality is passable at best. To me personally, there was no point to try recording videos even if it does support cinematic video stabilization, blah blah blah. In total, for now, this tablet is absolutely average at best, and frankly, there is nothing where it particularly shines. And I know what you're gonna say, but there is some serious firepower under the hood within, right? The new iPad Air packs already absurdly improved M2 processor with 8 CPU cores for performance and for efficient ones. Alongside 10 GPU cores and 8 gigs of RAM, it's quite capable device which you can easily use for photo and video editing and export, especially with few new apps for professionals that are available even if slightly crippled. Not to mention you can definitely play games with this one. And no wonder, since when I compared it to my old iPad Pro, benchmarks showed it ate it alive. So yes, this tablet is an amazing performer. Plus, thanks to its chip, it can now be connected to external monitor as a fully sized secondary display, and not just a mirror. Sadly, it all goes down to trash when you take control of its rock-solid hardware with an operative system that keeps itself locked, just because Apple is trying so hard to keep an iPad OS workflow different from the one on macOS. The iPad is exactly where Cupertino's giant wanted to be, in the middle of nowhere. That is why, even with such an amazing technology, the iPad is still struggling on the market. The question remains, will WWDC really change something? Now, you are likely confused. I was aware of this all along, so why did I make a call to purchase this product in the first place? Believe it or not, it wasn't for YouTube as I originally planned. My old iPad Pro has an issue with the display for almost 2 years, even if it works great. I thought this year will be the right time to upgrade. The idea at first was to buy an iPad Pro, but considering my current plans and potential expenses, such purchase doesn't make sense, so I said to myself, M2 iPad Air appears more reasonable price-wise, yet at the same time it has to come with a bigger display. There are 3 ways how I rely on iPad: for multimedia consumption and surfing, for lightweight office work, and third one is that I'm using it as a secondary display for my MacBook Pro when I'm outside. But I already mentioned few points that I'm missing, and that is why I'm considering to send it back. Luckily, I'm not an artist, so I don't need to spit fire and complain for outrageous Apple Pencil 2 incompatibility. Just stupid. You know, this should have been a positive review. I don't know what went wrong. Listen, what I'm gonna say now may not be received well. 13-inch iPad Air is a good product and it will serve great to majority of users, including pros and gamers alike. In many ways I find it interesting too, but I've been using Pro for a long time and it doesn't cope very well with me. On the side note, my MacBook Pro has mini LED display and I want something similar on my tablet. One thing is troubling though. 2 years ago I had a chance to review an iPad 10, and even back then I was saying it is a great tablet regardless of some of its flaws. With its recent price drop, it now worths more. As someone that tested it and compared it to my 11-inch iPad Pro, and now alongside this latest iPad Air experience with iPad OS the way it is, it's hard to justify a reason for a smaller iPad Air if you can buy 10th generation or 13-inch Air. But display lamination in M2? Yeah, if it really matters to you. Otherwise, it's a small thing. I hope you had fun watching this review. If you did, please subscribe, slap that thumbs up, and turn on all notifications. Thank you so much for watching Digital Markings. I'm Marco. Talk to you soon. Have an excellent day. Bye.